Union Township Recreation Center, Mike Kelly Toyota of Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, Stewart Collision, Ferris Carpet and Towel, Potter's Bar and Grill, Gary's Auto Sales, M&R Transit, Montgomery Medical, Shop and Save, Walnut Hill in Uniontown, Zen's Construction Warehouse, Dr. Mallard and Donna George wishing the Geibel Gators the best of luck this season, Autoland Hyundai, Watson Mundorf LLP, Uniontown Detailing, Perry Floral and Gift Shop, the Geibel Catholic Fans, NovaCare Rehabilitation, Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, Coldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty, Ford of Uniontown, the T-Berry Law Offices and Attorney Vincent T-Berry, George Dental Associates, the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation, Thurby's Riverside Ford, and Magisterial District Judge Daniel Shimshak. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
From Gateway High School, it's time for WPIAL High School boys basketball action here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live as the Uniontown Red Raiders sitting at 10-8 overall, 6-5 in section play, take on the Gateway Gators. The Gators 12-6 overall, 10-1 in the conference. Brian Morozak alongside Tony Hanula, Billy Dice behind the camera on our YouTube Live video feed, and Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law studios. Our pregame show being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They'll get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. Our live video stream courtesy of Target Safety Solutions and Montgomery Medical. And Tony, Uniontown coming off a 55-50 win over McKeesport on Wednesday. You were there. Isaac Ellsworth went over 1,000 career points, and the Red Raiders really put themselves in great position for a WPIAL playoff spot.
You're correct, Brian, and with no surprise, Isaac Ellsworth went over 1,000 points on a made three-pointer right at the end of the second quarter. And it was one of those games when we talked afterwards, talked to him, and basically what he was saying was the same thing. He was glad to get to 1,000, but he was more happy about the win for Uniontown. And you're right, kind of put him in really good position for a playoff spot.
And you look at the Red Raiders, certainly some tough games here down the stretch. Of course, Gateway tonight, rival Laurel Highlands on Tuesday. They'll travel to Franklin Regional, end the season next Friday, but they're 2 games up over both Greater Latrobe and Laurel Highlands for the final playoff spot in the conference. They have a little bit of cushion right now. We'll see if that cushion remains after play tonight.
Well, you're right, and you know, we've talked about this before. You know, one team loses and it helps 3 other teams out, but tell you what, they played pretty well against McKeesport the other night, played pretty good defense, shot the ball well, and they're going to need that here tonight because Mikkel Bruce McGrummon, he's a player, and there's no doubt about it, and they're going to have to stop him underneath.
The Gateway can clinch the section outright with a win tonight. They sit at 10-1. Your Franklin Regional and Penn Trafford tied for second place in the conference at 7-4. Uniontown and McKeesport holding down the final 2 playoff spots at 6-5, and then Greater Latrobe and Laurel Highlands on the outside looking in at 4-7. Albert Gallatin 0-11, but Tony, they only lost to Gateway by 2 points on Tuesday night.
Yeah, exactly right. And I, didn't get the whole details, but I understand they lost at the buzzer. But yeah, to lose 50-48 against the top team in the section, it's one of those things. You got to kind of wonder too, did Gateway have kind of a night off in a sense, not a good night or what? But give credit to Albert Gallatin for keeping it close and almost pulling out a big victory.
Uniontown 20-4 all time against Gateway. Of course, the Gators won the first meeting between the schools this year, and prior to that, Gateway's last win over Uniontown was the final game of the 2006 season back on February the 11th of 06 when Gateway knocked off Uniontown 79-71. But you go back, Tony, and look at the game earlier on this season. It was really a game of 2 halves.
It was a game of 2 halves, Brian, and we did that game, and it was one of those things where, both teams started out decent. It was a 2-point lead by Gateway at the half, but they held Uniontown to only 15 points in that whole second half, and really the lid was on the basket for Uniontown that whole second half. They couldn't do anything right, and Gateway couldn't do anything wrong.
One of 2 games on our platforms tonight on the WMBS Facebook page. You could watch Albert Gallatin and Laurel Highlands. We'll preview that game with TJ DeStefano and Gary Frankhauser on our Sprouse Insurance Group. Pre-game show continues right after this.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Martin Law. If you were injured in an accident, don't know where to turn, and want to know what your rights are, we'd be happy to meet with you. We're local and have helped hundreds of people here in Fayette County recover in accident cases. Most importantly, we pride ourselves on being able to locate coverage or find claims that other attorneys may have missed. Call us about your case at 724-439-3939. Radcliffe Martin Law. your local injury attorneys.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
Hello. Life is busy. Let facts take the wheel. Whether you're a caregiver looking for safe rides for a loved one or you need transportation yourself, Fact is here. Seniors ride free on our fixed route buses. People with disabilities save 85%, and Medicaid covers medical trips on our shared ride and paratransit services. Discover your options. Call 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com. Fact, driving independence in Fayette County.
Happy New Year! Go to Ford of Uniontown and trade me in.
John Clayton with Dominic Carbone from your 7-time President Award-winning Ford of Uniontown. Dominic, Happy New Year to you.
Hey, JC, to you as well. Let me tell you how we are going to get this new year started off right. Take up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 F-150 SCX and take up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2026 Explorer.
Dang, Dom, that's a deal. Listen, we have great offers on all of our new models. And check this out, leasing is back. Lease offers have gotten significantly better, so stop, click, or call to get all of the details.
Pre-owned, you know we got them. We have over 60 in stock. Most are certified with factory warranty and competitive rates.
We are continuing to offer mobile service, online maintenance appointments, and our very popular pickup and delivery option. Your car knows, shouldn't you? That's Ford of Uniontown on the hill across from Applebee's, or check us out at FordofUniontown.com. Offers include all applicable incentives. Sale ends February 2nd.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
And good evening, everybody, from the Harold Horse Taylor Memorial Gymnasium at Laurel Highlands High School. We'll be coming up here at 7:30 as Laurel Highlands will take on Albert Gallatin. TJ DeStefano, Gary Frankhauser with you, and Carl Childs behind the camera on our WMBS Facebook stream here tonight. Our video sponsors are Zen's Construction Warehouse and Stewart Collision. Laurel Highlands, they are 10-8 overall, 4-7 in section play, coached by John Smith in his third season. Big win last night for the Mustangs at Franklin Regional, 51-36. On the other side, Albert Gallatin, 2-16 overall, 0-11 in section play, coached by Spencer Mackey in his second season. And Wednesday night, the Colonials lost to Connellsville, 65-40. But again, Gary, a huge win last night for the Mustangs over Franklin Regional. That keeps Laurel Highlands and Latrobe both at 4-7. And really, for those two teams, pretty much every game the rest of the way is must win, and they're going to need some help if they want to try to get into the playoffs.
You're exactly right, and you've got to believe that the Mustangs got some great momentum last night with that win over Franklin Regional, who has been a perennial leader in the section all year, and them and Gateway pretty much at the top of the section for the entire first half of the season. So the Mustangs, with that big win, have to come in with some momentum. On the other side, this is a team, Albert Gallatin, that has some players. They have some ability to put the ball in the hoop, and they almost pulled off an immaculate victory over Gateway last week when they only lost by a couple points, and they have the capability of beating anybody. They played most of the teams in the section close for a long time, just had lulls in the at some point in the second half that resulted in the losses. So the Mustangs will have to be on their game here tonight to avoid the real trap game.
Yeah, you mentioned that earlier this week. The Colonials lost to Gateway 50-48. Another game earlier in the year, they lost by 10 to Franklin Regional. So, as you mentioned, Gary, they've been in a lot of these games, and they do have some players. So, LH is really going to have to be on top of their game. And, again, every game for the Mustangs is a must-win now, as they're still on the outside looking in, trying to get into the playoffs. And they're going to need some help with, McKeesport and Uniontown are both 6 and 5 ahead of them, and then Penn Trafford and Franklin Regional are both at 7 and 4.
And Latrobe's not anything to look beyond, too. They've proven that they have the capacity to beat teams. They handily beat Uniontown at the beginning of the season, and Uniontown pretty much handled them at the end of in their last contest, and the Mustangs losing to Latrobe down there. It's just a situation where whoever's on during that night could pull off a victory against anyone else in the section.
And these two teams played earlier this year on the 6th of January. It was at Albert Gallatin. The Mustangs won that game 54-39. They had 4 players in double figures, led by Caden Smith with 15. Luke Martin had 15, and then you had Sevi Vecchiola and Tyrone Burton, both with 10 points in the game earlier this month at Albert Gallatin.
And that game was close in the first half.
It was.
But the Mustangs were able to clamp down on defense in the second half and just keep Albert Gallatin under 40 points. And it's hard to win games in this section if you're kept under 40 points. So that's going to be interesting here this evening to see if the Mustang defense can repeat that performance that they had at Albert Gallatin in the second half earlier this month.
So it should be a fun night here. Again, join us on our WMBS Facebook page tonight. We'll start our pregame show around 7:15. Tip-off then will be at 7:30 for Albert Gallatin and Laurel Highlands. So, again, hope you join Gary and I on our WMBS Facebook page for all the action. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with more of our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS.
This is attorney Michael Mays of the Davis & Davis Law Firm. We have been helping injured people just like you recover millions of dollars for over 45 years. If you're hurt or injured, I want to meet you and make sure you get the money that you deserve. Call me at 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. The Davis & Davis Law Firm has been protecting our neighbors in Greene and Fayette counties for over 45 years. Go to davisanddavislaw.com or call 724-437-2799 for your free consultation.
Okay, my New Year's resolution was to listen to my body, and my body says it's tired, coughing, and hates January.
Sounds like your body wants MontyMed same-day care.
I tried ignoring it. That was resolution number 2.
Let me guess. You Googled it?
Yeah, now I'm scared.
Let's not do that. I'm Kendall Soliero, a provider at Montgomery Medical. Walk in, get real answers, and start feeling better. No appointment needed.
Wow, a resolution I can actually keep.
New year, same germs. Walk into Montgomery Medical today.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas, open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
The best pizza in town is at Little E's El Ultra, Uniontown's newest restaurant with all the organic crust, classic or gluten-free, all organic sauces, all natural meats and toppings, and a variety of specialty pizzas, including vegan options. More than pizza, Little E's has hearty homemade soups, appetizers, calzones, and strombolis, plus a variety of salads with vegan and gluten-free options. Open Wednesday and Thursday 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday until 9:30. Phone 724-880-6012 or stop in Little E's 7 West South Street across from a parking garage.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Fallen in love with a house? Head over heels for a home plan? Take the plunge. Apply for a mortgage loan with First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Feeling commitment shy? Go Complete a mortgage pre-qualification. It's simple. 100% online, and you'll get a personalized answer within one business day. Then save the date for a move-in day or groundbreaking and put a key ring on it. Apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729. Prime Rozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Boys High School basketball here on WMBS tonight. The Uniontown Red Raiders at Gateway taking on the Gators. That game here on the radio and also on YouTube, on Facebook. You can watch the Laurel Highlands Mustangs hosting the Albert Gallatin Colonials. Time now for our scheduled scoreboard brought to you by Mauser's Tire. Need tread this winter? Don't let the winter weather slow you down. Visit Mauser's Tire today. First off, taking a look at some high school basketball results from last night, the boys game. You heard here on WMBS, Laurel Highlands Downing Franklin Regional. 51-36. Other boys scores from last night. It was Upper St. Clair 55, Connellsville 33, and Clareton over California 86-37. Girls high school basketball last night. How about this score? Geibel Catholic 106, Mapletown 19. Emma Larkin scoring 62 for Geibel, setting not only a new school record but a new Fayette County scoring record for most points in a game. We'll have Geibel here on WMBS coming up next Thursday against Sarah Catholic. 7 o'clock start. Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs fell to Bell Vernon last night, 60-37. They'll play Mount Pleasant coming up on Saturday at 12 noon. Upper St. Clair down Connellsville on the girls' side, 65-39. It was Keystone Oaks 52, Brownsville 23. California 50-38 win over Pentworth. Riverview down Fraser 48-39, and Mount Pleasant a 33-28 win over Southmoreland. Those are all girls' scores from last night. Taking a look at the schedule of boys' games for tonight, we'll start up in 6A, where Connellsville's on the road tonight at Mount Lebanon in a Section 2 6A matchup. Of course, 2 Section 1 5A games here on WMBS, Albert Gallatin at Laurel Highlands, Uniontown at Gateway. The other scheduled section games tonight, Franklin Regional trying to bounce back after that loss against Laurel Highlands last night. They're at Greater Latrobe tonight, and McKeesport is hosting Penn Trafford. Moving down to 4A, taking a look at Section 3 games scheduled for tonight. Bell Vernon at East Allegheny, Elizabeth Forward hosting West Mifflin, and Yock on the road there at Derry area tonight. Down in 3A, Section 4, Brownsville coming off a win over Mount Pleasant last time out. They're on the road tonight at Ligonier Valley. Mount Pleasant hosting Charleroi, Southmoreland on the road at Waynesburg. Section 1 and 2A sees Bentworth at Clareton tonight, Fraser hosting California, Jeanette at Springdale, and Riverview at Greensburg Central Catholic. Also looking at Section 3 and 2A tonight, Beth Centers at Chartiers Houston, West Green hosting Burgettstown, Jefferson Morgan's at Fort Cherry, and Mapletown is at Carmichael's. And down in Single A, the Geibel boys actually off tonight. They are not playing a section game, but in Section 2 and 1A, Environmental Charter is at Monessen. One non-conference boys game scheduled for tonight, Hampton on the road taking on Trinity. That's our schedule and scoreboard brought to you by Mauser's Tire. Don't let the winter weather slow you down. Call Mauser's Tire today, 724-245-2410. Again, another C. Harper Group High School Sports Night tonight. Uniontown on the road at Gateway, Albert Gallatin at Laurel Highlands. More ahead on our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show in just a moment.
WMBS high school basketball coverage is proudly sponsored by the law firm of Goodwin Como. Voted Fayette County's best attorney, Benjamin F. Goodwin, and the award-winning Goodwin Como team have been trusted by your friends and neighbors for nearly 2 decades. From estate planning and administration to personal injury, workers' compensation, property matters, family law, and criminal defense, they deliver dedicated, personalized representation when it matters most. With 2 convenient offices in Uniontown and Bell Vernon, visit GoodwinComo.com or call them at 724-438-1616 for your free initial consultation. Goodwin Como, righting wrongs, securing justice.
The C. Harper Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive C. Harper Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Amador Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amador Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about Amador Transit, call them 724-439-3164. 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274, or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page.
Zen's Construction Warehouse, our surplus, your savings.
Brian Morozak back here on the Browns Insurance Group pregame show. Boys High School basketball here on WMBS tonight. Uniontown at Gateway. Laurel Highlands also hosting Albert Gallatin. Yesterday we had an opportunity to talk to Uniontown head coach Rob Gismarski. And Rob, what an exciting game on Tuesday night for your Red Raiders, knocking off McKeesport and Isaac Ellsworth, going over 1,000 career points.
Yes, at the beginning of the year, a lot of people didn't talk about the playoffs, and in fact, we didn't talk about it. And but for our kids to have the start that we had, lost some really heartbreaking games, to be able to win 5 out of 6 games in a row is just a show of our kids' character, and just not the varsity, the JV kids that work really hard in practice. So we know we have work to do. We control our own destiny. We don't want to be hoping other teams lose, but we are in a good position. But like we told the kids, you're only as good as your next game, and we're going to go to Gateway to give as great as effort as possible. The first time we played Gateway, we were it was a 2-point game at halftime. Then we let it get away a little bit, but we feel we're playing a lot better right now. So we're going to be prepared and see what we can do. We played really well on that court, and we played well on the road all year. So we're going down there expecting to fight for a basketball game.
How surprised were you to see that Gateway only knocked off Albert Gallatin by 2 points with that game coming right down to the wire?
Well, my players were there. They were sending me the messages, and from what they told me, the last shot by one of the AG kids rattled in and out, and they very easily could have won. So we root for Albert Gallatin. Spencer's a great guy. I feel they're going to beat somebody, hopefully, before the season's over. So that was a crazy thing. The team in last place almost knocked off the first place team.
Well, talk about the matchup with Gateway. Obviously, always tough to play down there. They have Mikkel Bruce McCrum, probably one of the top players in the section.
Yes, he is. It's like I told everybody, in my opinion, the best 3 players in the section are him, Isaac, and Perkins, in any order you want to pick. But he's been playing for a lot of years. He's a very good basketball player. He has some D1 looks. If college basketball wasn't the way it is now, with 26 and 27-year-olds playing, he'd be even picked higher. So they have a nice program. They have 6 seniors. They have 6 seniors on their team, and their 6th man's a senior also. So they have other weapons. First of all, we have to do a great job on the boards, and the way Sheffy played last night, the way Payton did. Sheffy held Perkins to 15 points, I believe. So, and that's going from 34 the first time. So we have to do a great job on the board. but we have to find their shooters too. When we went to a zone last time, number 4 for them really got hot before the half to get them back in the game. And if you look at the AG played a triangle and 2 and a 23 zone, and Gateway really struggled with that.
Rob, appreciate your time. I'll see you down at Gateway on Friday night.
All right, Brian.
That's Uniontown head coach Rob Gismarski. The Red Raiders on the road tonight at Gateway taking on the Gators. Laurel Highlands again in action. They're taking on Albert Gallatin. We'll talk to the head coach of the Mustangs, John Smith, when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues after this.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown. Doctors Calabrese, Hoppy, Lorenz, and I want to wish the very best to all our local hoops teams this season and remind everyone that our team of board-certified specialists are highly committed to provide the highest quality of care for any and all gastrointestinal and liver problems. Call us at 724-437-7677.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Sova & Son Body and Fender Repair. Family owned and operated for 63 years and providing quality, reliable service. Ted Sova & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They'll blueprint your vehicle for repair and work with your insurance company. With their environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Sova & Son not only cares for our community and children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's their goal to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way. So bring your vehicle over to Sova. Call 724-437-2351. Now Ted Sova proudly introduces his new company, Target Safety Solutions, Atlas Road in Hopwood, providing vehicle alignments, calibrations, minor mechanical repairs, state inspections, including trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Safety, our target, your solution. Check their website at targetsafetysolutionsllc.com. Ted Sova is proud to support local high school sports.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
2 games in our platforms tonight. Uniontown at Gateway. Laurel Highlands hosting Albert Gallatin. Back now the head coach of the Mustangs, John Smith. And, John, what a defensive effort last night against Franklin Regional, clamping down and getting a much-needed conference win on the road against the Panthers.
Yeah, big win for the guys, big win for the program. I thought the boys stuck to the game plan well. I definitely wanted to get the ball inside. I thought that Tyrone could have a huge game. He was able to capitalize on some mismatches and some pick and roll action. And, it was big for us. Super happy for the boys. I mean, we still got a lot of work to do if we're going to make the playoffs. But, definitely a big game for us.
Yeah, it was pretty evident coming in. You guys really planned to feature Tyrone last night.
Well, definitely. I mean, in this league, I don't think you can just. I mean, some teams, I guess, maybe have the benefit of, strictly playing one way or another, but I don't necessarily think we're built that way. I think there's some games where it benefits us to play some man. I think some games it benefits us to pressure the ball. And I thought yesterday against Franklin Regional, I thought, that it would benefit us to, get the ball inside. Obviously, the game plan worked and we were successful.
Well, a quick turnaround now for another conference game tonight against Albert Gallatin. They played Gateway to a 2-point contest back on Tuesday. And how worried are you about the trap situation here? Of course, you have Uniontown coming up on Tuesday, coming off the emotional win last night, getting your kids focused. It's probably going to be a pretty big battle tonight against another Fayette County rival.
Oh, definitely. You know, we're not going to overlook AG for. We're not going to overlook him. You know, I know Spence is doing. You know, he's doing his absolute best out there, and he got the kids playing hard. You know, and you know, in the first contest at their house, you know, by no stretch of the imagination did we just like completely dominate the game. You know, it was a dogfight, and you know, I imagine tonight will be the same. You know. You know, they're going to be ready. They came off a big game. I mean, they didn't get the victory against Gateway, but they were right there. So, you know, I'm sure they got a lot of confidence coming into this game. But, you know, we just got to focus on, you know, what we need to do and what we need to do to stop them. And, you know, that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, if you get a win tonight, depending on how the Uniontown Gateway game shakes out, it really could even add more to the stakes coming up for Tuesday's rivalry game with Uniontown.
Yeah, I mean, this section is, you know, wide open. I mean, it's really, you know, unfortunately, you know, we've had a few close games this year that we weren't able to close out at the end. And you know, if you look at our section, I mean, Gateway's at the top, obviously, and you know, we didn't play well at their place, but we gave them a heck of a game at our house. And then, you know, Franklin Regional and Penn Trafford are, you know, the other two teams top of our sections, and we got wins against both of them. So, you know, it just goes to show you that, you know, anybody in our section can compete. And, you know, I'm just, you know, trying to teach the boys, you know, that, you know, attention to details, and every possession matters. Every possession matters, you know. And, you know, I thought we did a really good job of executing the game plan last night. The boys were patient. You know, it was nice we got in the position there in the fourth quarter where we had a little bit of a lead. We came out, I think the first half was just, it was just sloppy on both ends. You know, the kids haven't been in school, and, you know, Franklin wasn't shooting the ball well. We weren't running any offense particularly well either. And, you know, we were able to come out at halftime, and I thought we were able to put a good run on, put some points on the board there in the third quarter, and play some good defense. And you know, I was really impressed with our composure late in the game. You know, obviously Franklin tried to pressure us, turn us over, and we were able to. We were able to capitalize on. We were able to capitalize on a few easy baskets, breaking the press, and then not only breaking the press, but breaking the press, and then, you know, not forcing a stupid shot, pulling a shot out, you know, and then forcing them to defend us for another minute or so, and getting the shot we want. And I thought that was, you know, that was growth for us. You know, that was growth. You know, the boys understood the, you know, where we were at in the game, and what we needed to do to win the game, and they did a great job of securing the victory for us.
That's Laurel Highlands head coach John Smith. The Mustangs at home tonight taking on Albert Gallatin. We'll have more ahead on our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show in just a moment.
You looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles. Two Brothers Tree and Stump Service is your local, fully insured, expert tree removal and advanced tree trimming service based right in Uniontown. Brothers Jared and Justin Gibson and their team bring more than 2 decades combined experience to stump and tree removal, but also provide general clearing services and some landscaping services too. So whatever your outdoor needs are, Two Brothers is ready to help you today with customizable plans and a commitment to getting the job done right. Call them today, 724-415-9183.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school teams a great season.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports team and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry specialize in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. It'll be the only call you need to make. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results. Brian Morozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Boys High School basketball here on WMBS tonight. Uniontown on the road at Gateway. Laurel Highlands hosting Albert Gallatin. If you missed it here on WMBS on Wednesday night, Isaac Ellsworth went over 1,000 career points in Uniontown's 55-50 win over the McKee Sport Tigers. Tony Hanola and Shea Fleener had the call for you here on WMBS. And here's the record-breaking shot, at least putting Isaac Ellsworth over 1,000 career points.
Off the screen from Sheffy. Ellsworth thought about it. He tried to pass it. That's knocked out of bounds by Reeder. Fortunately, Uniontown to retain possession with 13.8 seconds to go and a 2-point lead, 20-18. Baker to trigger it in for the Red Raiders. He's going to kick it in the backcourt to Ellsworth. He might shoot this from the U right before the end of the half. There it is. Does he do it? Yes, he does. So with 1.8 seconds to go, there's a stoppage in play as Isaac Ellsworth goes over 1,000 career points on his fourth made three of the game. Isaac Ellsworth, congratulations to Isaac Ellsworth. Here comes his dad. His teammates are mobbing him right there, and they're going to go for a group photo. Here comes the family. And everybody, yeah, good night is right. Here comes Mama with a little hug.
Yeah. You know, you don't get a lot of kids don't get this opportunity. You need a lot of luck. You need to be able to play early a lot of times in your career, and you start thinking back to all the big wins Uniontown's had over the years and the extra games in the playoff with the playoff runs the last 2 years. This makes for these.
Oh yeah, every bit of, and congratulations to Isaac. And as we said, kind of was way in a situation where there was 12 seconds to go. Kind of waited to cross the timeline, and the next thing you know,
I told you I was almost close. I said he was going to shoot it from the U. He was just a little to the right of it.
Yeah,
Tony and Shea also caught up with Isaac after the game.
Quarter, and here's Isaac Ellsworth. First off, congratulations, one, on the win. That's the bigger thing, but congratulations on 1,000 points. How's it feel?
Thank you. It feels really good, especially to get the 1,000 points on a win. It feels really great, yeah.
Yeah, you guys, it was a huge game because obviously McKeesport in the third spot tied with Penn Trafford. You guys now all of a sudden tied with McKeesport. Hopefully Penn Trafford gets knocked off as well. You guys three-way tie, so looking forward to the playoffs. What are you thinking?
Yeah, it's great to beat McKeesport. We got to win out the schedule. I said that as soon as we started going on that win streak after Franklin Regional. I was like, we got to win out the schedule. Obviously, we took a loss to Penn Trafford, which that was tough, but we can win out the rest of the schedule. I believe in our boys.
Well, and your former coach here, Coach Fleener, you got any questions for Isaac here tonight, or what?
No, I was just happy to see him get his 1,000 and be here with him. So I got to do it with Jameer when he got his, so just being part of this in any way tonight was just kind of special. And so congratulations.
Thank you, man.
It's not something everybody gets to do. Make sure you enjoy it. Like Tony said, man, it's a great week. Get it on a win, too.
Thank you, man.
Good job.
Yeah, good job. And especially in you get knocking down foul shots at the end. You guys went 8 for 12 in that fourth quarter, which was pretty good for you guys, especially like I said, to continue with the lead. But 23 for you tonight, and a good night for you.
Yep, free throw shooting, we work on that every practice. That's what got us to win there at the end, for sure.
Yeah, and, we said it too. Coach Fleener and I both said, they're trying to throw the ball into you, and we were kind of surprised McKeesport fouled you.
Yeah, me too.
It's okay. You'll take it, though, right?
For sure, yeah.
Well, congratulations, and hopefully you guys can keep this rolling and, get in the playoffs and be ready to go.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, Isaac. Congratulations, buddy, and thank you.
That was Tony Hanul and Shay Fleener talking to Isaac Ellsworth on Wednesday night as he went over 1,000 career points in Uniontown's 55-50 win over the McKeesport Tigers. We'll have our Uniontown basketball history segment for you next when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has two convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Board.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
Chris Parker Jr., it's a new year and a great time to save at Autoland on a new Hyundai.
All with the quality that lets Hyundai offer America's best warranty. Hyundai owner assurance with 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain protection, 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper protection, and unlimited roadside assistance. We still have a great selection of new vehicles at pre-tariff prices and 0% financing. Or how about leasing a 26 Elantra SE for $199 per month, or a 26 Kona SE crossover for $219 per month? Just see us for details.
Conveniently located in downtown Uniontown and family-owned for over 60 years, Autoland Hyundai has been voted best in Fayette import dealership and one of the best new car dealerships. Another reason is dealing with friendly hometown salespeople. And the third reason is Autoland's award-winning service department, who will continue to take care of you and your Hyundai after the sale.
You can also visit us at AutolandHyundai.com. And remember, you always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are proud residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and more. Experienced therapists providing quality rehabilitation close to home. Convenient hours, accessible location, all major insurances accepted. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access. 724-437-7500.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great race. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Brian Rozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Uniontown at Gateway. Laurel Highlands hosting Albert Gallatin boys high school basketball here on WMBS. Time now for this date in Uniontown basketball history segment. And the Red Raiders, an impressive 29-3 record on January the 30th. A lot of games to go through. We'll just pass along some of the highlights of Uniontown's games on January the 30th. The first time they played on this day, to go back 107 years ago to 1919, Uniontown knocked off Washington by a score of 44-31. Aki Francis led Uniontown with 26, which had to be a really high game, especially back in that era. Uniontown also knocked off Fairmont High School in Fairmont, West Virginia on this date in 1924, 32-10. Cecil Conley led the way with 11 points. 100 years ago, back in 1926, Uniontown knocked off Connellsville 49-10. Charlie Hyatt led the Red Raiders with 22. Moving ahead to 1941, Uniontown just snuck by Brownsville 33-29. Franz George led the way with 9 points. In 1948 on this day, Uniontown defeated Greensburg 28-24. Jimmy Stefanson, Uniontown's leading scorer, with 18. On this date in 1953, Uniontown defeated Mount Lebanon 62-57. Kenny Meshach, the former Geibel head coach, led the Red Raiders with 17 points. On this date in 1962, Uniontown knocked off Monessen 89-47. Don Yates with 32 points in that game, and that was the high-scoring game on this date, January the 30th, in Uniontown basketball history. The Red Raiders traveled to Somerset on this date in 1968 and picked up a 68-66 win behind Bill Emmett with 23 points. John Karam also had 14 for the Red Raiders in that contest. On this date, 1970, Uniontown defeated California 74-53. Emil Etheridge led the way with 16 points. One of the few Uniontown losses on this day was actually to McKeesport. Back in 1990, the Red Raiders fell 55-52. Scott Levander was Uniontown's leading scorer with 17 points. Uniontown avenged that loss with a win over the Tigers on this date in 1998. 66-64. Ray Robinson led the way with 18 points. The Red Raiders won at Connellsville on this date in 2001, 56-42. Chris Jacobs led the way with 18 points in that contest for Uniontown. On this date in 2010, the Red Raiders fell at Hempfield 60-52. Evan Arison, Uniontown's leading scorer, with 12 points. The Red Raiders won against Greensburg-Salem on this date in 2013, 58-51. Jordan Pratt led the way with 13 points. The following year, they knocked off Yock on this date on the road at Yock on Cougar Mountain, 75-39. Jordan Pratt, the leading scorer, with 20 points. And the last time Uniontown played on this date, back in 2024, they fell to Bell Vernon on the road, 69-65. Jeremiah Hager was Uniontown's leading scorer with 21 points. That's for this date in Uniontown basketball history segment. Again, Uniontown on the road at Gateway. Laurel Highlands hosting Albert Gallatin. I'll get you out to your game next from the Sprouse Insurance Group. Pregame show continues right after this.
WMBS high school basketball coverage is proudly sponsored by the law firm of Goodwin Como. Voted Fayette County's best attorney, Benjamin F. Goodwin and the award-winning Goodwin Como team have been trusted by your friends and neighbors for nearly 2 decades. From estate planning and administration to personal injury, workers' compensation, property matters, family law, and criminal defense, they deliver dedicated, personalized representation when it matters most. With 2 convenient offices in Uniontown and Bell Vernon, visit GoodwinComo.com or call them at 724-438-1616 for your free initial consultation. Goodwin Como, righting wrongs, securing justice.
Prime Rozak, Tony Hanula back here at Gateway High School. The Gateway Gators and the Uniontown Red Raiders boys high school basketball here on WMBS. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. They're being brought to you by SWGI Specialists, now U.S. Digestive Health at Uniontown. A different name but the same team, providing the same exceptional digestive care to our communities. Wishing the best of luck to our Fayette County teams. Tony?
All right, thanks, Brian. For the visiting Uniontown Red Raiders, who come in 10-8 overall, 6-5 in Section 1-5A play. They're actually on a 5-win streak out of the last 6 games, so playing pretty well. The starters today for Coach Gismarski and his assistant coach, Ware Gladman, will be number 2, Cam Dugan, a 5'9 junior guard, averaging 12 points a game. Number 5, Nolan Baker, a 6-foot junior guard, averaging 10 points a game. Number 11, Isaac Ellsworth, a 6-foot senior guard, averaging 20 points a game. Number 12, Anthony Sheffy, a 6'5 junior guard, averaging 3 points a game. And number 14, Peyton Fitzgerald, a 6'6 junior forward, averaging 7.5 points a game for the Red Raiders. On the other side for the Gateway Gators, who come in 12-6 overall, 10-1 in Section 1-5A play. They've actually clinched the playoff spot already. Their starters will be number 1, Kofi Getchie, a 6'1 senior guard, averaging 4 points a game. Number 4, Jax Viveris, a 5'11 senior guard, averaging 12 points a game. Number 11, Isaiah Alley, 6'4 senior forward, averaging 6 points a game. Number 12, Mikkel Bruce McCrummen, a 6'6 senior guard, averaging 21 points a game. And number 13, Jacob. Chris Settles, a 6'1 senior forward, averaging 7.5 points a game for the Gators.
And Tony, we understand that Bruce McCrummon got a little bit banged up in that Gateway game against Albert Gallatin on Tuesday, and we'll see how that affects his play here tonight.
Well, I did see where he scored 21 in that win, so I don't know if it happened late in the game or whatever happened. But, yeah, let's see how it – I mean, he looked good in warm-ups. I was kind of checking him out there. He wasn't missing too many shots in the warm-ups.
Our live video stream tonight, courtesy of Target Safety Solutions and Montgomery Medical. Again, Brian Morozak alongside Tony Hanula, Billy Dice behind the camera on our YouTube live video feed, and Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. One of two games on our platforms here tonight. You can also watch the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Albert Gallatin Colonials on the WMBS Facebook page. We mentioned Gateway an opportunity, Tony, to clinch the section outright with a win tonight with a 3-game lead over both Franklin Regional and Penn Trafford.
Well, yeah, and it's one of those things where Uniontown, as we said, clawed their way back in, got a nice win the other night against McKeesport, but they'd really like to make sure that the Gators don't get the clinch here tonight, that's for sure.
Getting ready for the national anthem. We'll take a quick timeout. Be back with the opening tip-off. Gateway and Uniontown boys high school basketball here on WMBS.
Happy New Year from Derby's Riverside Ford. New year, new deals, and new vehicles. Just announced, new 2025 Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport come with $1,000 Ford bonus cash plus 2.9% Ford credit financing.
And the best-selling truck on the planet, the new 2025 Ford F-150 4x4 comes with $2,250 Ford bonus cash plus 2.9% financing. It may be cold outside, but the deals are hot. Are you thinking about a new 2025 Ford Maverick all-wheel drive pickup? Just announced $1,000 Ford factory incentive on all Mavericks. We have the inventory and we've got the best deals.
Stop in and see Joey, Sammy, Jimmy, or Ashley at Derby's Riverside Ford, located 1 mile past the casino at Nemacolin. Ford credit financing required. Offer ends January 31st, 2026. Derby's Riverside Ford, your presidential award and one Ford elite dealer.
Okay, my New Year's resolution was to listen to my body, and my body says it's tired, coughing, and hates January.
Sounds like your body wants MontyMed same-day care.
I tried ignoring it. That was resolution number 2.
Let me guess. You Googled it?
Yeah, now I'm scared.
Let's not do that. I'm Kendall Soliero, a provider at Montgomery Medical. Walk in, get real answers, and start feeling better. No appointment needed.
Wow, a resolution I can actually keep.
New year, same germs. Walk into Montgomery Medical today.
Mauser's Tire Center has been serving the region for more than 50 years, offering new, used, and recap tires, as well as tire repair. Mauser's is located on Route 40 West at Seawrights Crossroads. Need new tires? Call Mauser's today at 724-245-2410 and let them get you ready for the road. Mauser's Tire Center, your trusted source for new and used tires for more than 5 decades. Wishing all area high school teams a successful and healthy.
The best pizza in town is at Little E's El Ultra, Uniontown's newest restaurant with all the organic crust, classic or gluten-free, all organic sauces, all natural meats and toppings, and a variety of specialty pizzas, including vegan options. More than pizza, Little E's has hearty homemade soups, appetizers, calzones, and strombolis, plus a variety of salads with vegan and gluten-free options. Open Wednesday and Thursday 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday until 9:30. Phone 724-880-6012 or stop in Little E's 7 West South Street across from a parking garage.
WMBS high school basketball coverage is proudly sponsored by the law firm of Goodwin Como. Voted Fayette County's best attorney, Benjamin F. Goodwin and the award-winning Goodwin Como team have been trusted by your friends and neighbors for nearly 2 decades. From estate planning and administration to personal injury, workers' compensation, property matters, family law, and criminal defense, they deliver dedicated, personalized representation when it matters most. With 2 convenient offices in Uniontown and Bell Vernon, visit GoodwinComo.com or call them at 724-438-1616 for your free initial consultation. Goodwin Como, righting wrongs, securing justice.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Brian Rosek, Tony Anola back here at Gateway High School, just about set to go. The Gateway Gators hosting the Uniontown Red Raiders. Boys high school basketball here on WMBS and on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Again, Uniontown entering play today. 10-8 overall, 6-5 in conference play. Gateway 12-6 overall, 10-1 in the conference. And for Uniontown, Tony, they sit tied for fourth place in the conference with McKee Sports. Of course, 5 teams make the playoffs out of Section 1 and 5A. The Laurel Highlands and Greater Latrobe certainly still in the mix, sitting at 4-7. Remember, the Mustangs and the Red Raiders meet on Tuesday night.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting final week in section play. There's no doubt about it, Brian. And a couple wins or losses by a couple teams here and there and might shake up these standings all the way around for playoff time.
The Red Raiders decked out in their away maroons with white numbers. Their bench across the court to our left. Gateway in the home whites with gold numbers and black trim. Their bench across the court to our right. Officials here tonight: Dan Coleman, Jake Miller, and Craig Mankins. Again, the starters for Uniontown: Dugan, Baker, Ellsworth, Sheffy, and Fitzgerald. Getchy, Viveris, a la Bruce McCrummon, and Chris Settles on the Gateway side. And this place starting to fill up a little bit here, Tony.
Yeah, we were worried there wasn't a very big crowd here when we first walked in, but starting to fill up a little bit, and they're going to be entertained here with a pretty good game, I'm sure.
You mentioned the first time these two teams played, Uniontown actually controlled the game early, but it was Gateway that rallied back in the second half, and really a tale of two halves back there at Uniontown High School in early January.
Well, it was, Brian, and the thing of it was Uniontown was only down 2 at halftime, and then all of a sudden in the second half only scored 15 points. Actually, Ellsworth had 11 in that first half, but he was held to 2 in the second half, and they just really struggled offensively. And tell you what, I don't know what happened, but Gateway just turned on the Jets coming out in the second half out of the halftime break, and they just played fantastic basketball for the win.
And much like they do at Laurel Highlands now, they bring out the spotlight, turn on all the lights here to announce the Gateway starters.
I like how they have the player's name on the marquee there. Pretty cool.
The Gators set to go. Again, the crowd fired up. They're actually holding a cancer awareness event here tonight as well. And a lot of the Gateway students in the pink off to the basket on our left. They also had some folks before the game tonight holding up some signs for Cancer Awareness Month as well, as we have Anthony Sheffy in the center circle here for Uniontown. Red Raiders work left to right as we describe it here in the opening quarter. Again, nice to have you along with us for a Friday night of high school basketball. One of 2 games on our platforms tonight. You can also watch the Laurel Highlands Albert Gallatin game on the WMBS Facebook page. And as expected, Mikkel Bruce McCrummon to jump here for the Gateway Gators.
Well, and Sheffy played good defense the other night against McKeesport. Had a great first half. A bunch of blocks, scored some points. And hopefully he can do that here tonight against Gateway.
Dan Coleman tosses it up, and it's Uniontown that controls the opening tap. Quickly into the corner there to Isaac Ellsworth. Will take a long 2 from the near wing and knock it down. So Isaac Ellsworth went over 1,000 career points in Uniontown's last game against McKeesport on Wednesday. Gets 2 here to start the game in the opening 15 seconds.
Yeah, had a wide open spot that he saw right there in the middle of the lane and able to knock that down easily. We're used to seeing him take up those threes.
Bruce McCrummon at 6'6", can really play from the outside as well, Tony. Had it there, sent it off to Kofi Getchy, who's called for the travel between the circles.
Getchy looked like he took a little step there as he caught that pass. It's one of those things. And, we saw Bruce McCrummon at Uniontown. The thing of it is, he kind of had a good first half, but really came out in the second half and did everything. Passing-wise, rebounding-wise, and scoring.
Dugan out of his own zone. Bounce pass, far wing to Nolan Baker. Will take a line drive 3 and hit it. So Nolan Baker nailing the 3 there for Uniontown. His 24th made 3 of the season. And Uniontown 5 straight here out of the gates.
Had a good start for Uniontown right now.
Gateway little
defense. I'm sorry, Brian.
Gateway little mini weave up top. Bruce McCrummon there over to Jacob Chris Settles. He's a player. Near wing again to Getchy. Baseline to Bruce McCrummon, fronted there by Fitzgerald. Back out to Getchy. Ball fake there on Sheffy. Looks to drive, pivots back. Will turn and shoot on the way. No good. And Dugan the rebound there for Uniontown.
Getchy did a great job creating some space for a wide open shot. Just couldn't knock it down.
Dugan back across. Pulls back here on the near wing. Getchy fronting him. Dugan now resets here high on the right. 6:39 left here in the opening quarter. Uniontown off to a 5-0 lead. Dugan handoff Fitzgerald. Couldn't finish her out in front. And Isaiah Alla pulls down the rebound there for Gateway. They race back, taking it right to the rack. Jax Viveris puts it up and in and draws the foul in the process.
Yeah, Viveris actually thought it was going to be a goaltending call as well. They're going to call a basket made, and it's going to be on Sheffy. So Sheffy went for the block and got Viveris on the body.
First foul on either side tonight. And Viveris heading to the free throw line now for Gateway. One of their better free throw shooters at 77%. Came in 17 of 22 so far this season. Gateway as a team really hasn't shot a lot of free throws, just 117 so far this year, according to their max prep stats, as Viveris drains the free throw. So a three-point play there converted on the Gateway side. They're back to within 2 of Uniontown. The Red Raiders cop it up. Rare turnover there from Isaac Ellsworth.
Yeah, rare turnover, and there's 2 possessions right in a row where they fumbled passes, turned it over, and no chance to score at all.
And there's Jacob Chris Settles to turn it back in for Gateway. The Kofi Getchy out of the backcourt, picked up there by Fitzgerald. Back to Bruce McCrummett on the far wing, watched by Sheffy. They set the screen, allowing the 3 from up top. It's no good from Bruce McCrummett. High rebound, tracked down the offensive glass there by Allah. They'll swing it back around over on the near side to Getchy, who reloads and drains the 3. Kofi Getchy, so 6 unanswered for Gateway. Gators lead the Red Raiders now at 6-5 here at the 5:53 mark of the opening quarter.
Yeah, nice job by Gateway to swing that ball to the open side. Getchy was wide open, took his time and knocked down that 3.
Dugan pulling back to Baker, thought about the 3. Well defended, though, by Viveris. A little mini weave for the Red Raiders up top. Dugan ball fake. Now he'll fire the 3 up top and hit it. Cam Dugan, who had a great game against Gateway in early January, scoring 18 points. A made 3 there. Uniontown second made 3 as a team as the Red Raiders back up 2 at 8-6.
Yeah, nice little ball fake. And again, he created a little space, too, and knocked down that 3.
Bruce McCrummett up top. Bounce pass inside and a little up and under finish there for Isaiah Allah. So Allah, his first 2 for Gateway, and we're tied at 8 here at the 5:11 mark of the opening quarter.
Well, just a good give and go. The Uniontown defense collapsed on McCrummett, and next thing you know, Allah cutting down the lane wide open and got the pass.
Ellsworth out of the corner. He sends high on the left here to Cam Dugan with Baker setting the screen. Getchy defending. As Dugan looking to work off to his right, nothing there, now goes to his left, kind of got pinned up along the Gateway bench. Hands off there to Nolan Baker. Baker at the foul line trying to come inside, a little turn and shoot on the way, but off the mark, and the rebound pulled down by Isaiah Allah there for Gateway.
Well, yeah, Fitzgerald, the only Red Raider underneath the hoop.
And here's Bruce McCrummett with a baseline slam near side. Bruce McCrummett, his first 2 of the game tonight. He went over 1,000 career points against Lincoln Park over the weekend. And now Gateway with a big basket there, going up 2 at 10-8. Dugan contested 2 from Getchy, no good. Gateway the rebound. Bruce McCrummett running the floor back for the Gators. And a reset up top. Viveris open look, drains the 3. Gators getting hot. That's now 6 for Viveris. And Gateway a 13-8 lead over Uniontown here at the 4:06 mark of the opening quarter.
Yeah, this is exactly what they did in the second half at Uniontown, Brian. Just came out firing on all cylinders and did a great job and ended up picking up the big win.
Dugan to Fitzgerald out of the corner, the side of the glass. Well off the mark there. Getchy coming back, sending it far side. Good ball movement underneath of Fitzgerald. The swat there on Allah. Ball comes free. Getchy able to keep it alive for Gateway. They'll go back down low and get the quick 2 there from Allah. And they're going to have a media timeout, I believe, here. There might be an injury timeout as well, as Allah got a little bit dinged up.
Well, Allah lost a shoe is what happened. Somebody capped him on the backside and took his shoe off. Now you're going to have Chase White check in for Uniontown.
It's a 15-8 lead now for Gateway over Uniontown. And we'll take us to the immediate timeout with 3:39 left here in the opening quarter. 15-8 Gateway over Uniontown. We're back at 60 on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Tonight.
The C. Harper Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive C. Harper Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
Back here at Gateway High School, 15-8. The Gateway Gators lead the Uniontown Red Raiders coming out of the under 4 media timeout here in the opening quarter. Uniontown started off, Tony, with the opening 5 points of the game, but Gateway's really gone on a run here to go up 7.
Yeah, you're right. And then all of a sudden, those 5 points must have woken the Gators up because all of a sudden they're just scoring points at a rapid pace. The thing of it is, Brian, they're getting a lot of easy baskets underneath. Uniontown has to tighten up the defense.
Ellsworth coming near baseline. Contested jumper good for Isaac Ellsworth. His second made 2 of the game. He has 4. The Red Raiders back to within 5 at 15-10 here at the 3:22 mark of the opening quarter.
Yeah, with a little smaller lineup here, you have Fitzgerald on the bench. They brought in Chase White. So let's see what Uniontown does here defensively.
Chris Settles over to Nehemiah Nichols, who just entered on the Gateway side. Up top against the Settles, works in front of the Uniontown bench. Back in the corner to Bruce McCrummon. Down there to Viveris. Viveris a little hand back off there to Settles between the circles. Near side again to Nichols. And Gateway coughs it up on that interior pass.
Yeah, that pass by Nichols, probably ill-advised. He saw McCrummon, but wasn't open.
Ellsworth deep 3 off the mark. Bruce McCrummon, another rebound there for Gateway. Was bumped by Dugan coming back across. We play on. Sent off far wing. Viveris for 3. Missed there. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Gators find it underneath. Nichols had it. And they're going to call a jump ball here. And we'll go to the possession arrow. It favors Gateway.
I thought that was a pretty clean block right there by Baker underneath, but referees saw it differently, and again, he's right in the middle of the action, so we'll take his word for it.
Viveris to trigger it in, left to the basket here in the Uniontown zone. Gateway the basketball and a 5-point lead over Uniontown. 2:35 left here in the opening quarter. Bounce pass to Bruce McCrummon. Intercepted off a little deflection there by Isaac Ellsworth. And Uniontown going the other way. Ellsworth firing it down to Fitzgerald. Back out again to Chase White. Has a seam. Looks inside. Nothing there. Kick in the corner to Dugan. Thought about the 3. And a tough matchup there with Bruce McCrummon in his face. Maybe about a foot height advantage.
Yeah, I was going to say that arm in his face kind of changed that shot.
We'll switch back up top here with Ellsworth. He's watched by Viveris. Ellsworth a little spin of the far elbow. Back again to Dugan. Uniontown a deliberate possession here, down 5 as we approach the 2-minute mark of the opening quarter. White off the switch on the inside, back to Ellsworth. Works to his right, leans in, pulls it back over to White here near side. Chase White, little floater out in front, good. He's really given Uniontown some good minutes off the Red Raiders bench. Chase White is opening 2 as Uniontown back to within 3 at 15-12.
Yeah, we've seen him come off the bench and change a few games for Uniontown, and hopefully he can do that here right now.
Nichols on the other side, watched by White, resetting to Viveris up top. Bounce pass far side there to Jonathan Ward, also just entered on the Gateway side. Off to Viveris, missed jumper there. Same team off the rebound. And I think they're going to rule this here out of bounds. Actually, the travel call there on Gateway underneath on Nehemiah Nichols. A little miscommunication there on the Gateway side. You two guys fighting each other for the rebound.
I think Uniontown may have gotten away with a push right there, but you know what? They'll take it. And the travel call, and Uniontown now trying to squeeze in on this 3-point lead.
Ellsworth back across here on the near side, and Uniontown has been able to fight back well here after the under 4 media timeout. Sheffy here, edge of the zone, back over to Chase White near side as Uniontown tries to regroup here on the offensive side.
They're already down to a minute to go here in this first quarter.
We'll shovel back to Dugan, watched there by Getchy. Far side to Isaac Ellsworth. Here's Chris Settles in his face. Ellsworth now looking to drive. Little ball fake inside the foul line. Got stripped. Look out here. Getchy going the other way.
Yeah,
Getchy pulls up here on the far wing.
Sorry, Brian. Yeah, Getchy with a perfect block from behind on Ellsworth. Great job and not to pick up the foul.
43 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Let's see how far the Gators take this one down. They have not scored coming out of that under 4 media timeout, Tony. They led 15-8. At that juncture, it's now 15-12 with 30 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, just a couple bad possessions so far after that timeout, but right now trying to get a little momentum if they make a hoop here at the end of the first.
Down to 20 seconds left in the quarter. Sent off to Chris Settles in front of the Uniontown bench. And now Getchy again. Uniontown not coming out right now with the clock down to 12 seconds left in the quarter. Getchy off to Bruce McCrummon, down to 8 left. Over to Settles in front of the Uniontown bench. Back to Getchy. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Set near side. Jonathan Ward to launch the 3. It's off the mark and time will expire. So we played 1 quarter of basketball here at Gateway High School in Monroeville, and the Gateway Gators have a 15-12 lead over the Uniontown Red Raiders. We're back with a 2nd and 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Sova & Son Body and Fender Repair. Family owned and operated for 63 years and providing quality, reliable service. Ted Sova & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They'll blueprint your vehicle for repair and work with your insurance company. With their environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Sova & Son not only cares for our community and children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's their goal to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way. So bring your vehicle over to Sova. Call 724-437-2351. Now Ted Sova proudly introduces his new company, Target Safety Solutions, Atlas Road in Hopwood, providing vehicle alignments, calibrations, minor mechanical repairs, state inspections, including trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Safety, our target, your solution. Check their website at targetsafetysolutionsllc.com. Ted Sova is proud to support local high school sports.
Brian Morozek, Tony Anoa back here at Gateway High School in Monroeville. Start of the second quarter. Gateway leading Uniontown 15-12. Laurel Highlands and Albert Gallatin actually just getting underway. They had a long senior night tonight over at Laurel Highlands. And the Mustangs an early 2-0 lead on our Mauser's Tire scoreboard. Just a minute 10 in over at the Mustang Corral tonight. Here at Gateway High School, Uniontown with the basketball down 3, start of the second quarter. Red Raiders working left to right as we describe it. Ellsworth, a little ball fake. It connects again. So 3 made 2s from Ellsworth early on. Tony, used to him hitting all the 3s, but he's been getting it done on the 2s here tonight. Uniontown only trails by 1.
Yeah, but good job right there by Ellsworth to get in the lane, pull up for that little jumper. And he can make those. I don't know why he doesn't do it more often.
Chris Settles coming baseline here to Alla, pinned up by Sheffy. Good defense, forces a Gateway turnover.
Yeah, Ellsworth was looking, thought he had Cam Dugan streaking down the court, but thought better of it. And smart move there.
And now Isaac taking a deep 3 up top, in and out. Long rebound tracked down by Isaiah Alla there for Gateway. Yeah, back across on the far side, Viveris.
Yeah, those long rebounds right there off of those 3s. That's tough.
Here's Getchy on the wing between the circles again to Jacob Chris Settles, and now Getchy again for the Gators, coming baseline near side. Bruce McCrummon, a little hop step back to Getchy for 3. Out the back iron, no good. Offensive rebound brought down there by Alla, able to poke it back in the corner to keep the ball alive there for the Gators.
Yeah, Alla may have got away with a walk, but good job just to get rid of the ball.
Viveris now out of the corner, resets on the wing between the circles. Chris Settles near side again to Getchy, comes near baseline, hands off to Bruce McCrummon, just lays it up and in. Too easy there, giving up those makes to the 6'6 senior, Mikkel Bruce McCrummon. Gateway goes up 3 now, it's 17-14.
Well, yeah, you can't leave him wide open in the lane, that's for sure.
Ellsworth coming back, baseline near side, pulls to Fitzgerald, spins out in front, and he'll spin in that 2. So Peyton Fitzgerald, his first 2 of the game for Uniontown, have the Red Raiders back to within 1 at 17-16 here at the 6:11 mark of the second quarter.
Strong move by Fitzgerald, and I'm sure Coach Gismarski would like to see more of that.
Chris Settles missed a 10-footer on the far side there for the Gators. Uniontown another rebound. So the Red Raiders an opportunity to take the lead on this possession as we go under 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Dugan driving and scoring. So Cam Dugan, 5 already. We mentioned he had 18 against the Gators back in early January, in Uniontown regaining the lead here at 18-17, 5:46 left before halftime.
And a sweet move right there by Dugan just to kind of go up and under and get that shot to go.
Viveris over to Jacob Chris Settles, back to Viveris up top, 3 ball on the way, good. He's tough from the outside. Second made 3 for Jax Viveris. He has 9 points already for Gateway. Gators go back up 2 at 20-18, 5:27 left here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and Uniontown's concentrating on Bruce McCrummon, and Viveris wide open for those 3s.
Fitzgerald missed there from the near elbow. Rebound pulled down by Alla, up to Viveris and across. Viveris far side, Getchy out of the corner. There to Bruce McCrummon with a second slam of the night. Mikkel Bruce McCrummon dominating the blocks for the Gateway Gators. Gateway now up 4, 22-18 with 5:03 left before halftime.
Well, both of those dunks, he was able to drive the baseline, no problem, and go up for the dunk. Uniontown's got to tighten up here.
Ellsworth pinned up underneath, and we'll get a travel call there on Isaac Ellsworth, and Gateway will get the basketball back.
Yeah, McCrummon, as we said, he drove to the basket from the left side of the court, now from the right. You can't give him baseline like that. He's too tough.
Now Chris Settles will trigger it in here for Gateway. Into Viveris. Dugan will pick him up at mid-court. Try to spin off of Dugan will Viveris. Send it off on the far side there to Chris Settles, who yet to score in this game for Gateway. Gateway kind of feeling out Uniontown a bit on this possession. Now Bruce McCrummon says it's go time. In the corner there to Nichols. Back on the wing again to Viveris. Backs off of Dugan. Back to Bruce McCrummon. Bruce McCrummon, seen a lot of teams, actually everybody in the section so far this year, Tony. He might be the best player in my opinion.
By far.
Just the way he dominates out there. He's going to come back inside. Handoff out in front. Little floater good for Isaiah Alla. So Alla with 6. And Gateway's lead now up to 6 at 24-18 over Uniontown with 4:08 left here in the second quarter.
Yeah, the thing about Bruce McCrummon is he can score if he wants. He's a great passer and plays good defense. Does it all for the Gators, and that's one thing about it. Not just focused on the scoring end.
Nichols picking up the foul there on Dugan. Haven't had very many fouls called in this game, Telling.
First foul on Gateway in the game, and Uniontown only has one as well.
Yeah, that early one called on Sheffy. Uniontown in the backcourt here to Dugan. So we go under 4 minutes left here in the second quarter. Dugan looking for Ellsworth. Poked out a play there by Chris Settles, and that'll take us to the under 4 media timeout here in the second quarter with Gateway leading Uniontown 24-18. 3:57 left here before halftime. We're back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
Prime Rozak, Tony Nola back here at Gateway High School. The Gators leading the Uniontown Red Raiders 24-18. 3:57 left before halftime. Laurel Highlands off to a 9-5 lead over Albert Gallatin. That game with just 3:17 left in the opening quarter. Likely have some bonus coverage on the radio side as well of that contest before the end of the night.
Yeah, who's on that one? Is that TJ and Gary?
Yes, TJ and Gary working that game tonight.
Gotcha.
You could watch it on the WMBS Facebook page. As Nolan Baker sends it in the backcourt there to Cam Dugan. Billy Dice behind the camera on our YouTube live video feed here for Gateway and Uniontown tonight. Baker over to Ellsworth, thought about the three, now comes inside, a little spin move, leans in, can't get that two to go. Battle for the loose ball, rebound, jump ball called there between Alla and Fitzgerald.
Yeah, smart move there by Fitzgerald not to pick up the foul and tie it up. Did a good job. He was actually blocked out pretty well there by Alla, but able just to use his leaping ability and get in there and tie it up.
Gateway gets it out the possession arrow with 3:39 left here in the second quarter. Mikel Bruce McCrummon bringing it back across here for Gateway. Picked up by Fitzgerald. Near side Viveris. Just holding with Dugan fronting him. Viveris now works off to his right. Up top between the circles. Bounce pass there to Jacob Chris Settles, who's been surprisingly quiet in this game for Gateway so far tonight.
Well, Viveris with 9 so far. He's been the guy.
Chris Settles now off to his left, trying to create. Might have been a walk-knock call. Back to Viveris. He'll fire the three. It's off the mark. Battle for the loose ball. Rebound kept alive by the Gators out in front. And the foul called on the floater putback attempt from Isaiah Alla. Didn't drop, but Alla will have a pair of free throws upcoming here for Gateway.
Yeah, I think they're going to call this on Coffey, who checked in. So Donovan Coffey picks up this first foul. Only the second team foul by Uniontown in this first half. But it's going to send Alla to the free throw line.
It's 58% so far this season. Drains the first of 2. 7 first-half points for Isaiah Alla, the 6'4 senior. Already above his season average. Came in averaging 6 points a game.
Yeah, pretty nice looking free throw stroke right there. Didn't look like a 58% free throw shooter.
Second of 2. Good again for Alla. Looking smooth there for the Gateway Gators. And the Gateway lead now up to 8 over Uniontown at 26-18 as we go under 3 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Yeah, Uniontown needs a hoop bad right here. You don't want to go down. Yeah, I'm sorry. You don't want to go down with another empty possession.
Coffey was setting the screen. Dugan comes inside. Scoop shot, no good. Coffey, offensive rebound, keeps it alive. Back on the wing. Chase White for 3. Off the side of the rim, no good. Hit the support, and they'll roll it out of play. And back over to Gateway.
Yeah, White had a good look at that three, just couldn't knock it down. And again, Dugan, nice job driving to the baseline. But again, threw up the little floater, couldn't get it to go.
A tough stretch here for Uniontown. Red Raiders played well after the under 4 media timeout in the opening quarter. Now Gateway is going to take a timeout here. So 2:36 left in the second quarter, 26-18 Gateway. And we're back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Tonight.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4:30, and Saturdays, 8 to 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Braggs a call today, 724-439-3228, for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Brian Rozak, Tony Anola back here at Gateway High School in Monroeville. The Gateway Gators a 26-18 lead over the Uniontown Red Raiders with 2:36 left before halftime. And our Mausers Tires scoreboard, Laurel Highlands up 11-7 over Albert Gallatin with 30 seconds left in the opening quarter. Back at the Mustang Corral tonight.
Yeah, and you're worried about Laurel Highlands having that game against Franklin Regional last night, then coming back and playing an important game against AG.
So far off to a nice start, but again, a long way to go there. That game got started late as well due to Laurel Highlands senior night as Chris Settles, jumper from the foul line, no good. Rebound tipped, or actually got tipped in. You going to give that to Alla there, Tony?
I am going to give it to Alla, yes.
And so does the PA announcer, giving him 10 for the game. That's the Gateway lead over Uniontown right now, 28-18. Ellsworth three up top, well off the mark. Just hit it off the side of the glass there. Rare to see Ellsworth not even catch rim. And then transition the other way. Nehemiah Nichols, his first two off the Gateway bench, just like that. Gators up 12 over the Red Raiders at 30-18.
Oh, and again, a great drive by McCrumman. Just to get in the lane, draw the defense to it, and just drop it down for Nichols to make the easy layup.
Now Dugan off the far wing, fronted there by Viveris. Big sequence for Uniontown. They've gone cold here for quite some time. Dugan from the foul line back to Nolan Baker. Switches back with Sheffy, and Sheffy taking a three. It's off the mark. And that's not generally his shot. Has only knocked down 3 threes all season.
Yeah, I think Coach Gismarski's a little upset with that one as well. But right now, their Gateway just decided to take a little time off the clock, closing in on a minute to go.
Down to 1:08 left here in the second quarter. Gators the basketball in a 12-point lead over Uniontown. Settles has it up top, sends it far side again to Bruce McCrumman, just holds here high on the right. Now Viveris a touch. Near side over to Alla. And now Viveris again. And now Bruce McCrumman will just hold here, edge of the zone.
Well, yeah. I mean, you got a 12-point lead. Just take your time here. Hopefully you catch Uniontown falling asleep. You get an easy basket on the backside.
Down to 37 seconds left here in the second quarter. Bruce McCrumman over to Viveris again. Dugan trying to act like he was hit from behind there, maybe fronted. Nonetheless, he never went down. And oh, that's going to be a foul. Elbow thrown there from Viveris. That was very obvious.
And I think Dugan, he might have acted a little bit, but he did get pushed. There's no doubt.
There is no doubt. That was not really a flop.
Yeah. He drew the foul.
Yes, he did.
Good job to pick up the first foul on Viveris.
And Uniontown get the basketball back now, down 12 at 30-18. 20 seconds left here in the second quarter as Dugan brings it across. Bounces off to White here in the near wing, out to Nolan Baker. Baker, three out of the corner, good. Boy, did Uniontown need that. Second made three of the game for Nolan Baker. He has 6 Red Raiders back to within 9. Down to 5 seconds left in the quarter. Here's Bruce McCrumman trying a little crossover, coming baseline, and they're not going to get a shot away as time expires here in the second quarter. So the three from Nolan Baker maybe giving Uniontown a little momentum going to the locker room, Tom.
Well, they needed that. They'd only scored 6 points up until that point in that second quarter. So nice shot by Baker to get him back in the game.
Stay tuned for halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. Comes your way next year on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
When you need notary services, trust the best. Sandy Howell Notary Services, back-to-back gold medal winner for Best Notary in Fayette County. They're here for you with extended hours to fit your schedule. Sandy Howell's also the 2025 gold medal winner for Best Title Company. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 8:30, and Saturdays, 9 to 5. Call 724-564-8955 today for Sandy Howell Notary Services, where excellence is signed and sealed.
For funeral services from pre-need to at-need, burial or cremation, call Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, located at 136 North Gallatin Avenue in a beautifully restored historic home. Family-owned and operated, the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory offers a variety of affordable services, traditional, cremation with viewing and simple cremation, plus warmth, convenience, and ample parking. And they are ready to assist you. Best wishes to all of our local teams from the Gates family and the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Injured in an accident and don't know where to turn or what to do? Here at Radcliffe Martin Law, we can help you navigate your issues and resolve your claim. Unlike firms nowadays that advertise aggressively for your case and aren't even located in the state, we're right in your backyard. We have the knowledge to quickly and efficiently handle your claim. Don't waste time on an out-of-state attorney who will dilly-dally and then tell you to get a local attorney. Give us a call right now and see how we can help you. Radcliffe Martin Law. 724-439-3930.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown. Doctors Calabrese, Hoppy, Lorenz, and I want to wish the very best to all our local hoops teams this season and remind everyone that our team of board-certified specialists are highly committed to provide the highest quality of care for any and all gastrointestinal and liver problems. Call us at 724-437-7677.
It's a new day at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, and we're bringing a new level of quality health care to our community. From primary care to specialty services, our team has always put patients first. And now, thanks to our merger with WVU Medicine, our commitment to patient-centered care has grown even stronger. With new resources, a growing staff, and advanced technology, our team is here to provide you with top-quality care when it matters most. Discover the new Uniontown Hospital and see how we've grown.
Brian Morozek, Tony and Noah back here, Gateway High School in Monroeville. Halftime, the homestanding Gateway Gators, a 30-21 lead over the Uniontown Red Raiders. Tony, here's your halftime stats. They're brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County.
All right, Brian, in that first half for the Gateway Gators, 5 players in the scoring column for both teams in that first half. The Gators were led by Isaiah Alla, who had 10 points. He was followed by Jax Favoris, who had 9. 6 points from Mikel Bruce McCrummen. A made 3 by Kofi Getchie, and a made basket by Nehemiah Nichols. 15 in the first, 15 in the second for their total of 30. 3 made 3s, 2 by Viveris, 1 by Getchie, and they were 3 for 3 from the foul line in the first half. On the other side for the Red Raiders, pretty balanced. You had Nolan Baker and Isaac Ellsworth both with 6. Cam Dugan had 5. A made basket by Fitzgerald, and a made basket by Chase White. 12 in the first, 9 in the second for their total of 21. They did not go to the foul line, and they had 3 made 3s, 2 by Nolan Baker and 1 by Cam Dugan.
And Tony, on our out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Mauser's Tire. Need tread this winter. Don't let the winter weather slow you down. Visit Mauser's Tire today. Laurel Highlands now up 18-7 over Albert Gallatin. 4:43 left in the second quarter. So far, no letdown for the Mustangs tonight.
Yeah, that's good, and maybe that's why Coach didn't let Tyrone Burton talk to you long. They wanted to get home and make sure they got some rest.
So. I was trying to tell Tyrone to make sure he doesn't have a letdown game today. I'm sure they don't need me to tell him that, though.
I was going to say, yeah.
All the assistant coaches they certainly do a good job over there at Laurel Highlands as well. And, of course, coming up, we'll have Uniontown and Laurel Highlands. That'll be our next high school basketball broadcast Tuesday at 7:30 here on WMBS. Red Raiders trail the Gators 30-21 here at halftime. Second half comes your way next in 4 minutes here on WMBS, the True Life High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Happy New Year! Go to Ford Uniontown and trade me in.
John Clayton with Dominic Carbone from your 7-time President Award-winning Ford Uniontown. Dominic, Happy New Year to you.
Hey, JC, to you as well. Let me tell you how we are going to get this new year started off right. Take up to $6,000 off MSRP on 2025 F-150 STX and take up to $4,000 off MSRP on 2026 Explorer.
Dang, Dom, that's a deal. Listen, we have great offers on all of our new models. And check this out, leasing is back. Lease offers have gotten significantly better, so stop, click, or call to get all of the details.
Pre-owned, you know we got them. We have over 60 in stock. Most are certified with factory warranty and competitive rates.
We are continuing to offer mobile service, online maintenance appointments, and our very popular pickup and delivery option. Your car knows, shouldn't you? That's Ford of Uniontown on the hill across from Applebee's, or check us out at FordofUniontown.com. Offers include all applicable incentives. Sale ends February 2nd.
Uniontown Dental Associates, led by Doctors Jonathan Krisner, Jennifer Hard, Jocelyn Belitsky, and Dr. Kareem Shahama, offers a full range of dental services. Same-day crowns are a convenient solution for those needing immediate care, and one of the many services they offer. Whether you need clear aligners to discreetly straighten teeth, a permanent fix for missing teeth with implants or restorative options, they have you covered. Visit them at 7829 National Pike or phone 724-438-0241 to schedule your appointment. Experience top-quality care with a personal touch. Uniontown Dental Associates, where your smile is their priority.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Amidar Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amidar Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about M&R Transit, call them 724-439-3164, 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Brian Morozak and Tony Hanula back here at Gateway High School in Monroeville. A 30-21 lead for the Gateway Gators over the Uniontown Red Raiders as we start the third quarter with Uniontown working right to left as we describe it as Cam Dugan brings it across. Pulls back here to Nolan Baker. Dugan went down. No foul called. Fitzgerald pulls it back here to Sheffy between the circles. On the switch back here to Dugan. And certainly important for the Red Raiders to get off to a good start here in the third quarter. Deep three, no good from Ellsworth. Sheffy going for the save, but throws it right to Isaiah Alla there for Gateway.
Give Sheffy credit for the hustle, but just threw it to the wrong guy.
And Gateway a little bit out of control. Saved here by Chris Settles on the near wing. Back edge of the zone to Mikel Bruce McCrummon.
Yeah, Uniontown has got to tighten up this defense.
Settles a touch over to Viveris. Watch there by Dugan. Viveris trying to spin in on him. And he's going to be called for the travel. Kind of threw the elbow a little bit there again on that little spin in.
Yeah, he tried to push off there a little bit. Got called for the travel instead of the foul, which was a good thing for him.
There's Cam Dugan out of his own zone here for the Red Raiders. Watched by Kofi Getchy. Off to Ellsworth. Uniontown the basketball down 9, opening minute of this third quarter. Cam Dugan watched there by Getchy. Go ahead, Tony.
No. They need to set some screens. They need to get open here.
Dugan driving between defenders, drawing the foul. He had both Getchy and Alla in the area.
Let's see who they call this on. It looks like they're going to call it on Alla. That's his first. This will be the first trip to the foul line for the Red Raiders here tonight.
Uniontown as a team came in at 65%, 236 of 365. Dugan 60%, 58 of 97. Uniontown down 9, first of 2 free throws from Dugan, no good.
Dugan hit some big foul shots down the stretch the other night against McKeesport. Did a really nice job in the fourth quarter. And right now you need this because Uniontown has to set up their press.
Dugan second of 2. On the way in good. First point by either team here in the second half. So Dugan with 6, but Uniontown down 8 at 30-22. 6:55 left here in the third.
Surprisingly, they did not set up the press. I'm kind of surprised at that.
I haven't seen Uniontown set it as much this year than maybe in past seasons as Fitzgerald just swats Getchy. The ball came loose off of Ellsworth, but Dugan with the save there out of the corner.
Well, Fitzgerald just kind of waited right there for Getchy to drive. Did a beautiful job with the block.
Ellsworth off the switch, pulls back to Dugan. A little ball fake on the 3. Works off to his left. Now backs off here, edge of the zone. Uniontown the basketball down 8. Dugan here on the near wing in the corner to Baker. Up top to Peyton Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald left of the lane. Drives, tough shot, can't get it to go. Rebound deflected around. Saved by Sheffy. Backing back in on Bruce McCrummon and drawing the foul.
Smart play right there by Sheffy. Picked up the offensive rebound, took it nice and slow against McCrummon, and able to pump fake and draw the foul on him. So Sheffy headed to the line. Only a 54% free throw shooter, though.
He's yet to score in this game. Uniontown down 8. First of 2 free throws, no good from Sheffy. We talked about the importance of this game, Tony, with Laurel Highlands up 21-7 over Albert Gallatin, our Mauser's Tires scoreboard. If this score holds, Laurel Highlands will be just a game back of Uniontown for the final playoff spot in the conference, with those two teams meeting on Tuesday night.
And you can only imagine what that gym's going to be like if if Uniontown would happen to lose and LH win. I mean, that place will be mobbed.
Second free throw was made there by Sheffy. So Uniontown now down 7. Bruce McCrummon on the other side. Deep 2 near wing, no good. Settles had the rebound, lost it, loose on the court. And Dugan says thank you very much for Uniontown. Dugan playing the transition game for the Red Raiders with a quick 3. He went down. Shot misses out the front of the rim. Jacob Chris settles. The rebound there for Gateway. Pace of the game starting to pick up to him.
Starting to pick up, and I thought Dugan just kind of fell, didn't get fouled.
And Bruce McCrummon rattles home the 3 from the near corner. That's 9 for Mikel Bruce McCrummon. Came in averaging 21 points a game, and the Gators go back up 10 at 33-23.
Well, McCrummon has an offer from Iona. Don't know if anybody else is looking at him, but he's definitely a Division I player.
Dugan down to Baker. Pretty move. The basket in 1. Nolan Baker. And Baker made 2 threes, Tony, back in the first half. And getting the basket and one an opportunity here for a 3-point play the old-fashioned way.
And Isaiah Alla, the first player in this game to pick up 2 fouls. As he's called for his second, it's going to send Baker to the line.
Baker to cap off the 3-point play. The free throw's good. So 9 for Nolan Baker. Uniontown back to within 7 at 33-26. 5:20 left here in the third quarter.
Yeah, need a couple defensive stops here, maybe a turnover. But really got to tighten his defense up against Gateway.
Bruce McCrummon with Chris Settles setting the screen. Near side, Getchie will juggle, regain. 3 on the way. Good, Kofi Getchie. His second made 3. Hit one back in the opening quarter. He has 6. Gateway back up 10 at 36-26. They have an answer every time, it seems, Tom.
And looking at the stats, Getchie only had 1 made 3 coming into the game. He's got 2 here tonight.
Ellsworth for Uniontown. A little crossover 3. Good. And Ellsworth went down. Might have hit his hip there after the make. Ellsworth, his first made 3 of the game. Has the Red Raiders now back to within 7. But again, another answer there on the Gateway side, Tony.
Well, Viveris wide open. Uniontown a little slow in getting back, but Viveris wide open for that little 8-foot jumper in the lane.
Viveris now with 11. It's 38-29 Gateway. Sheffy from the far elbow. A little fadeaway came up short. Fitzgerald offensive rebound, fights back inside and draws the foul. Shot attempt no good, but Faden Fitzgerald heading to the free throw line to shoot 2 here for Uniontown.
3rd foul on Alla, and that's a big foul. Alla already with 10 points in this first half. He had it in the first half, I should say. And it's going to send Fitzgerald to the line.
Dallas had one of his best games of the season tonight for Gateway.
He only averaged 6 a game, already 10 in the first half.
Fitzgerald, first of 2 free throws, no good for Uniontown, and the free throws a little bit of a bugaboo for the Red Raiders tonight.
Yeah, right now Uniontown 3 for 6 from the line. Fitzgerald with another try. He's got 2 on the night.
Uniontown still down 9 at 38-29 as we approach the under 4 media timeout here in the third quarter. Second of 2 free throws. Again, no good there for Fitzgerald. Foul called off the rebound, this time going on the Red Raiders.
Well, Sheffy just came over the back trying to fight for that offensive rebound. He tried to tip it back out to Ellsworth, but he's going to get called for his second foul. So now Sheffy with 2, Alla with 3 on the Gateway side.
Chris Settles will trigger it in. Yeah, we mentioned, Tony, that Mauser's Tire out-of-town scoreboard. Laurel Highlands holding Albert Gallatin only 7 points in that entire first half after they clamped down on Franklin Regional last night. And another Red Raider foul here on the floor.
That's going to be on Cam Dugan. Just got a little too handsy playing defense against Viveris. So Dugan to pick up his first. Now all of a sudden, Uniontown with what, 14 fouls?
And Chase White.
2 team fouls, I'm sorry.
And Chase White checking into the game, replacing Nolan Baker here on the Uniontown side as Chris Settles triggers it into Bruce McCrummon. Watched there by Sheffy. Sends it back between the circles again to Viveris.
Yeah, I had a couple cameras in my way.
That's all right. A lot of media here tonight in Monroeville at Gateway High School for the Gateway Gators, trying to lock up the solo section title. They'll clinch with a win over Uniontown tonight. Already have clinched a share. Bruce McCrummon back to Viveris. Viveris to see him. He'll take it, floated up off the back iron, no good. Offensive rebound brought down there by Martin Howard. They try to reload on the outside from Nichols, a miss. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Uniontown going out. They're going to say it will be Gateway basketball, but then it'll take us to the under 4 media timeout. 3:32 left here in the third quarter. Gateway 38, Uniontown 29. We're back at 60 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Introducing Target Safety Solutions Division, LLC. Because Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair is concerned about our local community, Target Safety Solutions was born. Located beside the Ted Silva shop at 94 Atlas Road in Uniontown, Target Safety Solutions specializes in vehicle calibration after a vehicle is involved in a collision. Target Safety Solutions can perform vehicle alignments, state inspections, minor mechanical repairs, including brakes and suspension work, as well as tire replacement, and also inspects trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Their alignment machine can accommodate lowered vehicles, dually trucks, and box trucks. Vehicles are now made with many safety features to keep their occupants safe. That's why Target Safety Solutions originated. Their state-of-the-art facility is open from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., Monday through Friday. They are currently taking new customers and accepting commercial and fleet accounts as well. Nick Patricelli and Mike Thomas are ready to provide you with fast, friendly, professional service. Call Nick at Target Safety Solutions, 724-550-4403.
38-29, the Gateway Gators leading the Uniontown Red Raiders with 3:32 left here in the third quarter. We Gateway's basketballs. Viveris will trigger it in here for the Gators. Left to the basket in the Uniontown zone. Into Bruce McCrummon here in the near wing, working on Sheffy. Take it inside. Sheffy with the block, but a foul called here on Uniontown.
Sheffy with a good block. Kind of came across McCrummon, but it was all body trying to stop McCrummon from driving to the lane. And now McCrummon headed to the foul line.
And Sheffy's third personal foul.
Right.
Bruce McCrummon, 69% so far this season from the free throw line. This will be his first attempt of the night. It's on the way in good. So Mikel Bruce McCrummon now double figures with 10. Gateway's lead up to 10 at 39-29.
Gateway 4 for 4 from the line here tonight.
Bruce McCrummon, second of 2 free throws, good again. So 11 for Mikel Bruce McCrummon. Gateway leads by 11 at 40-29. 3:22 left here in the third quarter. Cam Dugan up top for Uniontown, switching here with Ellsworth. 3 from the parking lot off the mark. And he has not been effective on those deep threes tonight. They're going to roll Chase White out of bounds there off the save attempt off to our left.
Well, we saw him in the first half just get into the lane, make a couple 8-foot jumpers there, but he's kind of gone back to the 3 now. And those are 25-foot shots, Brian. Those are tough to make, especially being defended.
We'll see if we see some longer possessions now out of the Gators, leading by 11 as we approach the 3-minute mark of this third quarter. Held here by Chris Settles, watched by Dugan, now into Bruce McCrummon. Bruce McCrummon defended there by Fitzgerald. Lost the dribble, pulls back Chris Settles between the circles to Viveris. Viveris a little switch up top here with Nichols and a travel called on Anaya Mickles there for Gateway.
I think they called it on Nichols only because he kind of lost the ball there, had it against his hip, and got called for the travel. So a turnover, but Uniontown still trailing by 11.
And Ellsworth will bounce it into Cam Dugan with 2:45 left here in the third quarter. Uniontown by 11. These possessions getting bigger down the stretch here for Uniontown. Ellsworth up top, looking for operating room. Will take a 3. It's off the mark. Chris Settles, another rebound for Gateway. Forward again to Bruce McCrummon.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Brian. 2 Gators underneath there for the rebound.
Bruce McCrummon, a rare turnover. Dugan going the other way in traffic, handing off Chase White, wide open on the far block. Putting it up and in. Second field goal for White tonight. He has 4. Uniontown back to within 9 at 40-31 with 2:07 left here in the third.
Yeah, Dugan just draw the defense right to him, drops it off for White.
Bruce McCrummon, 3-ball halfway down, no good offensive rebound. Pulled down by Nichols. Resets here to Viveris between the circles, trying to spin off of Nolan Baker with 1:53 now left here in the third quarter.
Now Coach Benson saying, hey, take your time. Let's be patient and try to get an easy shot.
Baker just staring down Viveris. Viveris now works off to his left. Backing in a little bit here on Baker. Pulls back here to Bruce McCrummon on the inside, drawing another foul here for Gateway.
I think that one's on Fitzgerald. That's going to be his first. And it is. So Peyton Fitzgerald with the first foul.
And our officials here tonight, Dan Coleman, Jake Miller, who actually was a Uniontown native, and Craig Mankins, who was the former basketball coach over at Greensburg-Salem. First of 2 free throws good for Bruce McCrummon. Mankins, a good buddy of our colleague, Steve Super.
Exactly.
He was telling us to be nice to Craig tonight.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, that's what he said. So make sure you're nice to my buddy out there tonight. Second of 2 free throws, no good for Bruce McCrummon. Uniontown with the rebounders. Dugan coming back across. Dugan leaning in and getting it to go. That was a tough shot, Tony. I don't know how he got that one to drop. He has 8, and the Red Raiders still hanging around down 8 at 41-33 with 1:22 left before halftime. Viveris with a hop step, lost the ball going up, but deflected out by Uniontown. Will stay with Gateway here in the Red Raiders zone.
You said you don't know how he got it to go. I don't know how he got it off. There were 3 defenders right there with him. He just kind of threw it up and it went in, so good for him.
Viveris now on the trigger here for Gateway. We'll send it up top to Bruce McCrummon high on the left. 1:17 left here in the third quarter. Bruce McCrummon for 3, good. Boy, is he tough. You have a guard at 6'6", knocking down shots for the Gateway Gators tonight. He has 9 here in the third, 15 for the game. Gateway back up by 11 at 44-33.
He's just smooth. I like every facet of his game. He can pass, he can score, plays good defense. That's going to be a foul on Nichols, right? Yep. It's going to be his second.
And Gateway over the limit here in the second quarter will send Isaac Ellsworth to the free throw line for Uniontown.
Ellsworth, an 85% free throw shooter on the year.
Had 13 against Gateway earlier on this month. First of 2 free throws here, good for Isaac.
Now, he had 13, Brian. The only thing was he had 11 of those in the first half, and really in the second half is when Uniontown kind of fell apart and couldn't score. As we said, only scored 15 points in that second half at home.
Red Raiders, though, still hanging here tonight, but they're going to need a fourth quarter run as Ellsworth makes both free throws, gives him 11 for the game, but Uniontown still down 9 at 44-35 with 55 seconds left here in the third quarter as Chris Settles coming at it, driving on the inside and getting it to drop. His first 2 of the game for Jacob Chris Settles, and Gateway back up 11 again at 46-35.
Yeah, and Settles came in averaging 8 a game in his first basket of the night.
White had it poked away from behind by Viveris, and Gateway on the loose ball. Here's Bruce McCrummon. Forward to Viveris, leaning here on Dugan. A lot of contact, no foul called. Just rolled out of bounds off of Dugan and out. Will stay with Gateway here in the Uniontown zone.
Yeah, I actually thought Viveris might throw that ball back to McCrummon as he was coming down the lane for the dunk. Would have been his third of the night.
Viveris to trigger it in right of the basket in the Uniontown zone. Gateway with the basketball up 11. Into Bruce McCrummon on the far side. 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Bruce McCrummon, edge of the zone, watched again by White, looking for operating room, sending it out far side again to Viveris. Dugan in his face. 18 seconds left in the quarter. Viveris left of the lane, pulling back off of Dugan, now working again to his right, needing a little help. We'll get it here with Bruce McCrummon. Touches off to Chris Settles. 8 seconds left in the quarter. Down again to Bruce McCrummon. Double team comes over. Ball comes free, but goes right to Nichols, who drives. Shot with the left hand, no good, but a foul called on Uniontown with 1.4 left on the clock here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think Donovan Coffey's going to pick up that foul. And it's going to be his second foul, It's going to send Nichols to the line. Nichols 2 points on the evening.
He's just 20% so far this season from the free throw line. First of 2 free throws here, no good.
Well, he's got a made basket. And as you said, only a 20% free throw shooter. Interesting. We got to take a look and see how many chances he had.
Second of 2 now for Nichols. And another miss. Not going to help the free throw numbers there, Tone. And time will expire after 3 quarters of basketball. Gateway still leads Uniontown by 11 at 46-35. We're back with the 4th and 60 here on the C.R. Browner Group High School Sports Night.
Falling in love with a house? Head over heels for a home plan? Take the plunge. Apply for a mortgage loan with First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Feeling commitment shy? Complete a mortgage pre-qualification. It's simple. 100% online, and you'll get a personalized answer within 1 business day. Then save the date for a move-in day or groundbreaking and put a key ring on it. Apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274. Or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page.
Zen's Construction Warehouse, our surplus, your savings.
Brian Rozak, Tony Anola back here at Gateway High School. The Gateway Gators an 11-point lead, over the Uniontown Red Raiders at 46-35. I was going to say, Tony, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs have a 21-point lead over the Albert Gallatin Colonials of 28-7. 3-touchdown lead for the Mustangs there early on in the third quarter.
Yeah, and it makes that game Tuesday night even more important for both teams.
We'll see how Uniontown can get going here in the fourth quarter. Still in this game, down 11. As Kofi Getchy brings it across here for Gateway, off to Bruce McCrummon. Holds up top. Switches here with Chris Settles, and now Viveris. Over to Ala. And now Getchy again. Original starting 5. Back on the floor here on the Gateway side and also on the Uniontown side here to start the fourth quarter. Viveris, a little juggle, trying to regain. They're underneath the basket. They'll send it around the arc and back near side again to Ala. Over to Chris Settles. Bruce McCrummon. Far side now Getchy again. They try to set the screen with Chris Settles. He gets it back up top. And Gateway content. They've already taken 45 seconds off the clock here in this possession. As Viveris drives in, puts it off the glass and in. Jax Viveris, a 13-point game for Jax so far tonight. And Gateway leads by 13 at 48-35.
Yeah, just a little too easy for Viveris, going straight down the lane and really wasn't challenged at all on that shot.
Dugan up top between the circles, watched there by Getchy. Dugan left of the lane, comes inside, leans and misses. Rebound pulled down there by Ala in traffic. Forward to Jacob Chris Settles here on the near wing. Back to Bruce McCrummon, top of the key. He'll just pull back out, and the Gators try to hold the ball here a little bit again, Tom.
Well, You saw what happened last time. Got an easy layup off of it after holding it for about 50 seconds.
Getchy on the switch back to Chris Settles. Up top again to Bruce McCrummon. A little mini weave off to Viveris. Pushed off of Dugan, nothing called. Floater Viveris, no good. Looking for the rebound, but Fitzgerald that finds it there for Uniontown. Off to Dugan and across. Dugan and Viveris have been going shoulder to shoulder all night, and there Jax will pick up the foul.
That's his second foul. Again, just got a little too frisky on defense there against Dugan, but not a shooting foul called on the floor. Now Viveris going to get a little breather. Checking in is going to be Jonathan Ward, number 3.
And Nolan Baker will work it in here for Uniontown. In the gateway zone, floating it in. Up top here to Ellsworth. A little crossover there on Getchy. Kick out Dugan, 3 on the way. Out the back iron, no good. And Bruce McCrummon, another rebound there for Gateway.
Yeah, Uniontown just having a tough time from outside the three-point arc.
A little crossover there on Sheffy. Ball fake, sending it out to Jonathan Ward to re-enter on the Gateway side. Now Getchy again up top. Bruce McCrummon in front of the Gateway bench. Baseline to Chris Settles. Working here on Baker. Will turn and shoot off the back iron. No good. Offensive rebound. Ala scores on the putback. Isaiah Ala now with 12 points. His first 2 here in the second half. And it's a 50-35 lead for Gateway over Uniontown with 5:35 left here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Ala 10 points in that first half. Kind of quiet in the third quarter as he picked up a couple fouls, but right back on that offensive rebound and putback.
Sheffy here between the circles. Little ball fake. Switch back with Dugan. 5:24 left in regulation. Over to Ellsworth. Ellsworth right of the lane. Coming inside. Got double team. Pulls back. Baker. Line drive 3. Good. Nolan Baker. He's hit some big shots for Uniontown tonight. His third made 3 is 12 points. First points for Uniontown here in the fourth quarter of the Red Raiders. Back to within 12 at 50-38.
Well, a nice shot and able to get that arc on it. Knocked it down. Closed the lead to 12, but going to need a lot more than that here in the last 4:57.
Getchy to Chris Settles, and now Bruce McCrummon coming inside again. Will drive and score. Bruce McCrummon, 17-point game. And it's a 52-38 lead for Gateway over Uniontown with 4:41 left here in the fourth quarter. And away from the ball, little push called. Might get Ward here.
They are going to get Ward. You had Nolan Baker trying to shake loose, get in that three-point position. We said before he likes the corners, kind of likes the wings on the 3. And he was trying to get there, but Ward fouled him.
9 shootings. Ellsworth will trigger it in. 4:40 left here in the fourth quarter. Ellsworth into Fitzgerald. Tried a little bounce pass back to Ellsworth on the cut. Got deflected out of play by the Gators. Will stay with Uniontown here in the Gateway zone. Again, our next broadcast, Tony, coming your way on Tuesday night. It'll be a 7:30 tip for Uniontown and Laurel Highlands over at Uniontown High School. Our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show on the air at 6:30. Also senior night for the Red Raiders. Baker underneath, repositioning, leaning, and drawing the foul. Shot attempt no good, but 2 free throws upcoming for Nolan Baker.
Well, that's how you want to do it, though. At least get the clock stopped. Score some points from the foul line. If you can make your foul shots, you can get back in this game. But now Baker, 1 for 1 tonight. As you said, Brian, 12 points. But these are big points right now, especially, like I said, with the clock stopped.
First of 2 free throws, no good there for Baker. And coming into the season, I didn't realize, Tony, how good his three-point game actually is. I mean, he's hit a lot of big threes for Uniontown all season long.
He sure has. He's done a nice job on the boards as well, both offensively and defensively for Uniontown.
Of course, Ellsworth gets so much attention, but you get a guy like Baker knocking down a couple. Certainly helps the cause, but he missed both free throws. Ball tied up off the rebound. Possession arrow goes to Uniontown.
Well, that's just it. It opens things up. If you can get somebody else to score, it just opens up a lot more space for Ellsworth to try to knock down the 3, or, as we said in the first half, get in the lane and knock down those little 8-foot jumpers.
Baker to trigger it in here for Uniontown. Lobbed up top here. It's Anthony Sheffy. Back to Nolan Baker. And now Cam Dugan in front of the Uniontown bench. Red Raiders down 14 with 4:14 left here in the fourth quarter. Dugan spinning, shooting, and connecting from the free throw line. Cam Dugan now in double figures with 10. Uniontown still down 12 at 52-40 as we go under 4 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Gateway is going to take a timeout. This will be a full timeout. We'll take it as well. 12-point lead for Gateway over Uniontown. We're back in 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
At Uniontown Printing Press, they are more than T-shirts. They are about you and everything you love. And they are local. Operated by Mookie John and Kenny Musco, they share the passion with your group, club, or team, the excitement you have for your event or cause, and that makes your business stand out from the rest. Uniontown Printing Press believes that custom T-shirts do more than just make you look good. They help you feel good and inspire you to do good. Call Uniontown Printing Press at 724-366-7095. That's 724-366-7095. Are you down with UPP?
Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
4 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Gateway leads Uniontown 52-40. Gators will trigger it in from the near side with Jonathan Ward. And you have Viveris and Dugan still going at it. They have been doing a little smack talking all night. And Viveris will get it here off the inbounds pass. Work off to his left. A little body bump there from Dugan. Back over to Mikkel Bruce McCrummon. Watched by Fitzgerald. Uniontown with one last shot here down the stretch. Tony down 12. Here's Viveris from the far elbow. Jumper good. Jax Viveris. He's been tough all night. 15 points for the Gateway Gators. Their lead back up to 14 at 54-40.
Well, he's made shots from everywhere. He got a couple threes, made a bunch of layups, and also some jumpers in the lane there. He's had a great game.
Here's Baker leaning in and a travel.
Yep.
Called there on Nolan Baker. And Tony, we definitely have to thank Gateway Athletic Director Donald Hall, along with a couple of my old colleagues, my old TV productions teacher Lee Schaefer from Woodland Hills, who's now here at Gateway, and Adam Gusky, actually a classmate of mine from Woodland Hills, getting us set up here at Gateway tonight. They've had a lot of media coverage here this evening, but they found a way to get us in, and we certainly appreciate that.
They fit in their old buddy. That's all that matters.
We certainly appreciate that. Media timeout, 3:26 left here in the fourth quarter. 54-40 Gators over the Red Raiders. We're back in 60 on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night.
Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school teams a great season.
Brian Morozak and Tony Anoa back here, Gateway High School in Monroeville, a 54-40 lead for the Gateway Gators over the Uniontown Red Raiders. And again, if the scores hold tonight, Tony, Gateway would clinch the Section 1 title outright with a win over Uniontown, and the Red Raiders would only have a game lead over Laurel Highlands for the fifth and final playoff spot in the conference, with those two teams meeting on Tuesday night at Uniontown High School. That'll be our next high school basketball broadcast here on WMBS. And now Dugan called for a quick foul here on Viveris.
Well, he had his hand wrapped around his waist, just trying to impeding there a little bit. He picks up his second foul. He doesn't like it, but it was a foul.
9 shooting. So Gateway will trigger it in here with Jacob Chris Settles. Into Mikkel Bruce McCrummon. Bruce McCrummon, a 17-point game for Gateway tonight. Pulls back again to Chris Settles. A little spin shot on the way, but no good. Bruce McCrummon off the tip, keeps it alive, comes back inside. He'll get the basket to go and one. And that's the dagger tonight, with the Gators up 16 with 3:05 to play.
I think it is too. And McCrummon is just so smooth. He's a lot of fun to watch.
He is.
There's no doubt about it. It looks kind of effortless what he does, but he's got a nice game.
We've seen a lot of talented players. Look at Perkins from McKeesport, of course, Ellsworth for Uniontown. But tough to beat Bruce McCrummon for Gateway, who knocks down the free throw and caps off the three-point play to give him 20 tonight and extend the Gators' lead now to 17 over Uniontown at 57-40, their largest lead of the game with under 3 minutes left here in regulation.
Well, and you got to have to think that Coach Benson might be pulling the starter soon, because if you said McCrummon got hurt against AG, it might have been late in the game.
Up top, Dugan. And stolen by Bruce McCrummon. Bruce McCrummon running the floor. Bounce pass forward. Viveras couldn't finish, but a foul's going to be called here late on Chase White. Just hard to believe, Tony. Look at the scores tonight. Laurel Highlands up 45-21 over Albert Gallatin on our Mauser's Tires scoreboard. And here, Gateway up 57-40 over Uniontown. How did Albert Gallatin play Gateway on Tuesday night to a 2-point game?
Yeah, not exactly sure how that happened.
It just baffles the mind.
Yeah, stranger things have happened.
Viveras, first of 2 free throws, good. I mean, this conference just has been wild, though, all season.
Well, it has been, and we've seen upsets left and right whenever you, especially on home floors. You know, we saw Uniontown we saw Laurel Highlands beat Penn Trafford at home. Saw them beat Franklin Regional at home. It's just, Latrobe, we saw Uniontown beat them at home. It's just tough.
And then, of course, Latrobe beat Uniontown by 39 or 41 at Uniontown.
Exactly. Yeah.
Made no sense, and the Red Raiders came back and beat Latrobe on their home floor.
Yeah.
Fitzgerald on the inside floater came up short. It's been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of competitive games this season, more than any season that I can remember in recent memory. And from our perspective, it's been dandy coming out here, Tony, for all these close conference games, no matter where we travel. Been a lot of fun to call, and seeing a talented athlete in Mikkel Bruce McCrummon tonight, who floats that one in to give him 22.
And Robbie's going to bring in his bench.
And again, you mentioned Bruce McCrummon, an offer from Division I Iona. Keeps on playing like this. I think he's going to get a few more offers as well. Red Raiders cough it up in transition. Bruce McCrummon coming back here on Sheffy. Little ball fake. Threw it up. Just going right to Chase White here with 1:33 to play. And a late foul called. As Uniontown, as you said, Tony, going to empty out the bench.
Yeah. Well, I think McCrummon got fouled there as well, but the referees didn't call it, especially with 1:32 here to go.
And for folks on the radio side, when we wrap this one up, we're going to send it out to TJ DeStefano and Gary Frankhouse. They're about a quarter behind us for the Laurel Highlands Albert Gallatin game. Get you a little bonus coverage here tonight. And we'll have a complete recap on the radio side of this game once the Laurel Highlands Albert Gallatin game wraps up. If you're watching on YouTube, we'll have that recap immediately following the broadcast. Coming back, then they got a jersey change here on the Uniontown side there, Tony. Player wearing 22 that wasn't in my original book here tonight. It was Donovan Coffey pulling it back there to Braden Hinsey to check with Billy, and you can let us know.
I think it's Zion Hobbs, correct? Yes, it is.
Hopes,
yeah,
I'm sorry. Yep. 22 instead of 3 tonight. There's
here we
a steal.
Go.
Bruce McCrummon. This is going to be showtime with a one-handed slam. And that will bring down the house tonight. With 1:02 to play, Gateway up 63-40. Timeout, and we'll take our final timeout of regulation as well. It's be a 30-second timeout here on the CR Barada Group High School Sports Night.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports team and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
So we come back, Uniontown getting a basket there from Zion Hopes. His first 2 of the game, but it's Gateway 63, Uniontown 42. 41 seconds left in regulation.
Yeah, just see a couple bench players. You have Ward out there. You have, who else? Nichols.
Once again, Gateway really turned it on here, Tony, when they had to tonight.
Well, they did, and, even in this quarter, you've only got Uniontown scoring 7 points in the fourth.
Viveras just holding. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Likely won't see the Gators even shoot again. Viveras here, edge of the zone, 8 seconds left, and the Gateway Gators will clinch the Section 1 title outright with a 63-42 win over the Uniontown Red Raiders. So 63-42 your final score. If you folks on the radio side, we're going to send you out to Laurel Highlands and Albert Gallatin. Stay tuned on the video side. We'll recap the final numbers for you in a moment here on WMBS, the Tribune High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are proud residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and more. Experienced therapists providing quality rehabilitation close to home. Convenient hours, accessible location, all major insurances accepted. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access. 724-437-7500.
Chris Parker Jr., it's a new year and a great time to save at Autoland on a new Hyundai.
All with the quality that lets Hyundai offer America's best warranty. Hyundai owner assurance with 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain protection, 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper protection, and unlimited roadside assistance. We still have a great selection of new vehicles at pre-tariff prices and 0% financing. Or how about leasing a 26 Elantra SE for $199 per month, or a 26 Kona SE crossover for $219 per month? Just see us.
Hey.
We are here.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Sounds good. Brian Morozak and Tony Anula wrapping things up tonight from Gateway High School in Monroeville, where the Gateway Gators have knocked off the Uniontown Red Raiders by a score of 63-42. Our postgame show being brought to you by Davis & Davis, attorneys at law, helping local people with their legal matters since 1976. Regardless of your legal problem, Davis & Davis promises you personalized, friendly hometown service. And Tony, I think they have the section championship trophy out there already for the Gateway Gators, who clinched it outright tonight with the win over the Uniontown Red Raiders. And now you're tallying up all of our final stats. They're brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County.
Well, for the victorious Gateway Gators, they improved to 13-6 overall, 11-1 in section play. And as you mentioned, Brian, holding that section trophy, that's what it does whenever you do a TV game and you know you might clinch.
You get the trophy right there. How about that?
How about that is right. So on the scoring end for the Gateway Gators, Mikkel Bruce McCrummon with 24 points. He was followed by Jax Favoris, who had 16, 12 from Isaiah Allah, 6 points from Kofi Getchy, 2 points from Namaya Nichols, and 2 points from Chris Settles. 15 in the first, 15 in the second, 16 in the third, 17 in the fourth, for their total of 63. 6 made threes, 2 by Getchy, 2 by Viveris, 2 by McCrummon, and they were 6 for 9. I'm sorry, excuse me, they were 8 for 11 from the foul line here tonight. On the other side for the Uniontown Red Raiders, who dropped to 10-9 overall, 6-6 in section play, they were led tonight by Nolan Baker, who had 12. Isaac Ellsworth had 11, 8 points from Cam Dugan, 6 from Chase White off the bench, 2 points by Zion Hopes late in the game, 2 points by Peyton Fitzgerald, and a made free throw by Anthony Sheffy. 12 in the first, 9 in the second, 14 in the third, only 7 in the fourth for their total of 42. 5 made threes, 3 by Baker, 1 by Ellsworth, 1 by Cam Dugan. And the Red Raiders were 5 for 11 from the foul line here tonight.
So Gateway wins at 63-42 over Uniontown. One final word coming your way next here on WMBS, the Tribune High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live. Our final segment coming down. Brian Morozak and Tony Anula wrapping things up tonight from Gateway High School in Monroeville, where the Gateway Gators have knocked off the Uniontown Red Raiders by a score of 63-42. So congratulations to Gateway, Tony, winning the section title outright. Now for Uniontown, just a game lead in the section race for the final playoff spot over Laurel Highlands after the Mustangs are well in hand over Albert Gallatin tonight as we do this live and expecting the Mustangs to win that contest. The Laurel Highlands Uniontown game turning into what might be a dandy game coming up on Tuesday night.
Well, if I can borrow your phrase, you might want to buckle up.
You might want to buckle up for Tuesday.
Be ready to go. So. I'll tell you what.
Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it'll be a big crowd in the city, and tell you what, you'll have a packed house and an exceptional basketball game. Really, you get both teams fighting for playoff spots, and I expect you're going to see a good one.
Tony, enjoyed it as always tonight.
It's always fun, Brian.
Have to thank Billy Dice behind the camera on our YouTube live video feed. Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Your final score here tonight, Gateway 63 and Uniontown 42. Salling everybody from